Hey, welcome to the Devolution Show, a show to empower, enlighten, and entertain divas and those that love us. That's what it's all about, empowering each other. You know, just today I was talking to a friend of mine that was very dismayed because a trusted friend of hers did something that went against their friendship. And it happens all the time. Women tell me about this all the time. And I just want you to know that that's what the devolution is all about. That's the whole reason that we came into being. And it's a movement to unite us with red wine and laughter for the mutual elation of humankind. But it's more than that. It's a sisterhood, a diva sisterhood, where we have each other's backs and we're not jealous and we don't step on each other's feet. And I don't know, sometimes I think I'm fighting a losing battle. But in my heart, I know it's a battle worth fighting. And just look around you at the friends that you have and evaluate them on their merits of sharing and caring and giving and being there and fun. And there's also the laugh factor. And make sure that those people are there to support you without judgment, because that's so important. No matter what business you're in, if you're a coach, if you're a nurse, if you're a lawyer, it doesn't really matter. We should all be in this together. And I think that #MeToo movement is a step in the right direction, because it is empowering us to realize that we need to unite and to have we're more powerful together, because that's happened to all of us. We can all relate, and yet we did nothing. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox now. Tonight, the Devolution Show, we're continuing our February theme of hearts, because, of course, Valentine's Day and the United Red Cross is Heart Disease Awareness Month, especially for women. I hope you wore red on February 2nd. And we're going to be talking to a very lovely woman named Emi Kirschner is going to be calling in. So before she calls in, I would like to tell you a little bit about her. She is rebranding. We had her on before, and it was all about healthy eating, and she was helping executives take better care of themselves. But she's changed a little bit of what she's doing now. The reason I like her so much is because she's a flip-flop wearer, and it's hard for me to get shoes on until it gets really, really cold. I wear my flip-flops. She's also a foodie, a beach lover, and is passionate about helping entrepreneurs build a profitable business. She's an author, a speaker, and a coach. And she went to school where I did, the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. I just realized that. That's interesting. So she is going to be calling in here in a minute, and she's going to tell us about what she's doing now, and we're going to be talking about, there she is, leadership, life balance, and self-love. Welcome to the Devolution Show, Emi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, it's good to hear you.
You too.
Thanks. So I just introduced you to our listeners, and I was telling them a little bit about how you just shifted from working with executives and helping them develop better habits, right?
Yeah.
And now...
Yeah, I'm working... Oh, go ahead.
No, you.
And now I'm working with entrepreneurs, helping them build their business. And most of my clients are service-based business, and they're really passionate about their clients and their customers and making a difference. And that can look like a lot of different things. But they started their business to help those people and not necessarily run the business. So I help them create the systems, and the marketing and the sales and the planning and strategies so that they can serve those people at an even higher level. And it's been so much fun.
Great, yeah. It's funny because being an entrepreneur myself, and it makes me, I get so mad at myself, Emi, because like I write it down in my appointment book and I try to put scheduled time to go to the gym, to exercise, and guess what? Something happens, and guess what gets put on the back burner?
Yes, and that is one of the first things that I teach my clients, and really, like anybody that I'm working with or engaging with, is that self-care and taking care of you is part of you being the CEO. And I don't think we think about it that way. It's like, oh my God, I've got to do this, and I've got to put this fire out, and these people need me. And we let go of the mindset piece that without us being healthy and full of energy and, I'm going to say less stressed by doing some of those healthy things and self-care things, we're really not leading.
Right. And, and I know that. And so tell me how can I change that? One day at a time,
sure.
Right?
One day at a time. You know what? And this is the thing that I think is so crucial, and we overlook it in how we think about how we're scheduling things, is to really look at what you put in the calendar as a piece of your integrity. It's what you're committing to doing, and honoring that and finding times that are realistic. Like most of us, like, oh, I'm going to get up at the crack of dawn, or I'm going to go after work. And frequently, to go to the gym, frequently that's not, either one of those times is really not the best time for you. Sometimes it's, it's backwards, or maybe going to the gym isn't the right option, and to just get started, it's like going for a walk.
Right. Yeah,
right?
that might be
easier. If you break it down into small pieces.
All right, I'm going to give it a shot. Thanks.
You can do it.
I can. You're right, and I was doing it. You know what? It seems like I get going, and I'm doing really well, and then I'll either get sick or I'll hurt myself. And I don't know why. And I'm a law of attraction professional, and I can't figure out why I do that. So I just need to snap out of it.
Yeah, so from a law of attraction person, which I totally believe in, and practice, because what you're thinking is what you're creating.
Right. So I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times injuries and sickness are your body's way of saying, "Hey, you need to stop and take care of yourself." So by prioritizing some of the self-care stuff, or exercising, or eating healthy, or getting a massage, or whatever, and being really consistent about it, you don't get sick as often. You don't have the injuries. You're feeling a lot better.
Right. Yep, you're right. When you're right, you're right.
Yes. So for you, like, do you like to go to the gym, or do you have to walk, or is there something that you like to do for exercise?
I really do like going to the gym. It's just getting there when it's so dark in the morning. I work.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I work until, like, tonight I won't get home until 8:30ish, maybe going on 9. And so I can't go to sleep right away. So it's really a luxury for me to be able to sleep until like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then I plan my day, and poof, before you know it, it's time for me to come to work.
All right, so I'm going to give you one key tip. Plan your day. Plan your day the night before. So, like, before you go home or before you go to bed or whatever, plan out what you're going to do tonight, and then tomorrow go do it.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm even writing it down. That's a very good idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I will put it on my calendar to do every night. And then that time that I spent doing that can be spent exercising. I do my kettlebell swings every morning. I do get that much done.
Oh, good.
Yes. So that's better than nothing.
Right.
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 So that was a really good. See, that's why we need each other to run ideas like that. If I wouldn't have said anything, I would not have thought about that. So thank you very, very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah.
So those are the kind of things you do for people, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That and, I mean, getting more into marketing and sales, but this key piece of really planning your day and being more productive and having more energy and having really the habits that are going to set you up for success is where I start. And your mindset piece. You know, really the difference between you and me and Oprah or Tony Robbins or Danielle Laporte or any of the truly successful people is the habits that they practice every single day.
Yeah. Do you do that?
Yeah.
So,
I have a pretty solid morning routine. It fluctuates a little bit depending on what I'm doing. My bedtime routine changes a little bit, but I work out consistently. I get a massage every other week, and other than when I'm traveling, it doesn't get changed ever.
See,
I meditate.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy, and I'll tell you, if I don't, in the morning, before I even get up, I meditate for about 20 minutes. And the days that I don't do that, oh man, am I scattered.
Mm-hmm.
My brain
it brings
is
such a clarity.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's really good. And sometimes during the day, I get a little chance to sit down and meditate for like 10 or 15 minutes too. And that helps me so much because, I wear a bunch of hats as you do. And so I break up my tasks in pieces. Like I'll work on the station for an hour and a half, and then I'll write for an hour and a half. And then, so throughout the day I do that. But then I'm interrupted because I have shows. Not that I'm complaining. I'm very grateful that I have shows. But then to get back to what I was doing sometimes is hard. And that's when meditation helps. Why do you think that helps so much?
Because it's a perfect way to reframe what you're doing. And it also gives your mind some time to relax. Right? So when you're task shifting, they say it takes the average person to go from like one task to another task to truly engage in something like 20 minutes. So let's say you go from the show to writing. As you move into writing, it's really taking you 20 minutes to get engaged and your head wrapped around whatever it is you're doing, getting back in the flow of it. So by you meditating, even for 2 minutes, you get the relaxation and the stopping of doing one thing and then moving to the next piece. But you also get to think about, how it's almost like setting yourself up. How do I want to write? What do I want to accomplish here? What does it look and feel like?